my chickadees, welcome back to the back 40. I have got a mess everywhere on my desk. It is so fun though. Okay, this is my creator spotlight challenge that I'm working on, and I've started out, and I started with the letter A because this is her next to last video that she did, and it was, she did the twisty, I can't say that word, it's the twinsies, like twins and inches, twinsies. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'll spell it up there. She did that video, and by she, I mean Darla Phillips, and here is her little ID card. So we'll see that every time I discuss her on this challenge. And it's Darla Phillips, and she is on Yahoo at Darla Phillips 92. That's her channel and her handle. Okay. Now, she's going to be on my first page of my mixed media book. And I put my favorite colors in there. And I used her video that inspired me to mix, match, and make up my little twinsies and dangles and stuff. So I went on to put some of them together where they just kind of needed to be finished. And it is a great scrap buster because you can use it to make all your scraps and stuff. Use your scraps to make it. And what I have is, if you see over here, I have just a bunch of my fabric scraps, my little bows, and my ribbon scraps. I have all the scraps over here on this side. Then over here on this side, I have all my scraps of my tea dyes and coffee dyes and my braille papers and stuff. I have those here. And then, because these, you know, Juju is not going to be in a situation she was in before. I refuse to get there again. So I have a new process. I'm going to continue that process. I'm going to do it. So I ain't having all this build up. So the only little bitty scraps I'm keeping, excuse me, because I mentally cannot throw them away, and that is my vintage paper. Okay? And I have to use them up because I'm only allowing myself this little box of vintage scraps. So I have to use my vintage scraps if I'm going to use them. Okay? I can throw them in this box. My little OCD crazy, you know, self can throw them in this box. But I have to use them. Because if this box starts getting full, I got to pitch something. That's just how it's going to be. Because I'm not getting into that situation. Because I still am not finished organizing this scrap room. My ADD brain cannot handle it. Okay, so I took my, get off that ramp, took some of my tea dyed paper and my stamps, and I stamped on this. You know, it's my homemade stamp pad. Okay, and this works great. Cheapest thing I did. Actually, it cost me $0 because the kid had that foam pad for school a while back, and they were going to throw it away. So I got it and folded it and glued it, and that's what I've been using. But you can get your little fun foam and make your stamp pad. But I had some Dollar Tree stamps and my new Stampin' Up stamps that I got on this last closeout that I'm using, and it's Meadow Dies, and it's the stamp die cut stuff, and Give It a Whirl dies and stamp cuts. And this is the Photo Palmer stamps set. And then these don't have a name. It says Specialty Craft, but I don't like see a stamp name. That's the code. 195464440766 Dollar Tree. And then I don't know the code I picked, so I took it out that pack, but it's the garden one from the Dollar Tree. You only have like 4 sets. So those are the stamps I'm using. So out of the Dollar Tree, when it had the fake script with the stamp, faux stamp on it, cancel stamp, I put that on the paper. And then I just, here's one I did. And what I did this one was I just took, tore that out and tore that out. Put a piece of scrap lace behind it with a piece of cardstock on my piano paper. And it's neutral because my little dangle that I hang off of it can match whatever journal I go to put on it. So what I do for my altered paper clips is I take my paper. Let's do one of these. I take my paper and my paper clip. Okay. And I slide my paper, because you don't like to measure nothing. I slide my paper in there and fold it up so it comes to the top, like that. If I want to dangle to tap onto the top of the paper clip, I just leave a little paper clip out and just throw the paper up to the bottom. But you want the paper to come up to the very bottom of the paper clip. You don't want any extra at the bottom. And then that's the piece that I cut off. And once you cut that off, that's your backing, front and back on the back. And then for the front side, I just slide my paper clip paper in there, up to where my little dangle would be, fold it over, and then cut it off. Of course, it'd be, a lot neater than that. And then glue it down. Glue this down, you turn it around, and glue this down. And then if I wanted this length, then, I cut it to the length I want. If you're a measurer and you need to measure, then, it's anywhere from a 1/2 inch, usually to 1 inch is the good size for the hidden paper clips. But you can have it a 1/2 inch to 2 inch if you want something wider. If you want this to be your paper clip, it's all about what you want. It's your world, baby. Rock it. So you can do whatever you want. These little side edges, they're good to do hidden paper clips like that, and then just clip on the side of the page, and your side edge comes off. But when it's on there, it looks like a paper. It looks like an edge. See? And it's the actual paper clip. And that's nothing but just a little side edge cluster. Then this one here is the one I'm doing that I got inspiration from Darla to do when she did her little twinsie with the paper in the girl. And that's the one I'm going to do for that one. So let's look at this mess and see what I did, because this video is already getting long. So that's how I did my hidden paper clips. Here's a little dangle, a little dingly dangle that I did. And I used a bulb clip to clip my lace on it, put me a little button on it, and then I just glued me a little flower with a gem sewn in the middle. And that's my little dangly. And you can put that on your paper. You can put that on your, look at it on Darla's card. You can do it on the side of the card, the middle of the card. You could put the hole up here and put it through the hole there. You can stick it on the side here and be a cute little dangly. The other thing that I like to do is on the same lines as the little side clips is take the scrap paper with the little bow or one little thing and then do it, and then have that one. You can do it across the top or the side or the bottom, depending on where you want a paper clip. And it's good if you have a fold over and you want to keep it closed. You could do that way and keep it closed, and it looks like a cluster on there that would hold it down. It's just all different. It's just endless of what you can do with these things. Just whatever your imagination brings. Just let the creativity flow. Let it flow, girl. Let it flow. You can also do cardstock. This is cardstock, and I did the same way here. Now, when you do the cardstock and you want to cover everything, you put it this way, bring it down. I leave a 1/2 inch to 1 inch over, depending on how far I want to come down. And then you bring it folded over the front, and then that's it. You just cut it off, and you will glue this down, fold over like a matchbox. And it looks like a matchbox. And that is simple. Let's look at this one, because I know it so well, I just confuse people when I say it. Okay, you cut your paper. For the big paper clips, it is 2.5, and I usually do almost 2. Yeah. 2.5 by 1.5 to 2. And then you put your side down and you bring it up. Oh, I had it right the first time. You bring your side down and then you bring it up, and that covers your back one. Okay? And then for the front one, this one is 3.5 by 1.5. And then you bring it across the top here to the very bottom, fold it over, so now it's across the top and the bottom, and then you just bring it on across the top and cover it up. And that's the matchbox. All you're doing is just covering each side of the paper clip. The inside is your paper clip, and there's nothing that keeps it from catching on anything when you do it that way. That just works really good for my ADD brain. And then you open it up on this side. Make sure it's straight. Put your glue down. Glue it together. Then you open this side up. Put your glue down and glue it together. Let's do it. And I'm going to use hot glue so it'll go on and stick for us. Put your glue down. Push in there real good. And then, so the back is now glued. The front, you want to take it, and I like to put it around my paper clip so I won't move. Bless you. And then your front is glued. And then you want to take the top and glue the top down. When you do that, your top is glued down. Okay? You can trim it up, you know, if it's crooked and all that good stuff, you can trim the sides up. They're good and golden to be trimmed. And then you have your base. And then that's when you can go in and put your stuff on it. So if we're going to put our little twinsie that we did of hers on there, then what we did was she took her cardstock paper, which is the scrapbook paper that we did here. And then I took my stamping paper and I put it on it just like I would a cluster. And then I had this little lace thing sticking over there, the little doily, so I stuck that in there. And then I put this little fishnet lace across the top. Then I love Kim's little doll, so I put Kim's little doll on here, like so, and to make the cluster. And then I would just take all of that and glue it down into my paper clip. Put me a little Tim Hope tiny attacher stapler in it to hold it together. And then you take your little paper doll, and your paper doll will come down here, and you stick her on it. Then I'm going to trim the bottom up here to get this off. So I want that even. So there you go. You got your little girl. There she is. That was my inspiration. That was my stuff from Miss Darla's. Now y'all going over there because she did a really good job of explaining detailed, and she crafted and did a crafting section with her Twinkies where she used her paper and made her stuff. And she was inspired by is it Sunflowers and Crafts? But she tells where she got the ideal inspiration from. So go over there and watch her video at Darla Phillips 92. Show her some love. Tell her hey. And her link and information and stuff is up this way and down in the description. Look at that and see. Now this cluster here, this was, I got that from Miss Deb's. From Deb Ham's, from 3 Hens and a Chick sale. That's one of Miss Debbie's. So I put that on there because it makes me happy. And then I'm going to put her on this mixed media page here. And then I'm going to decorate back of my mixed media page. And y'all know I'm all into my mixed media stuff. I'm trying my best to get better at it. But I want to go in with some soft gray. And I just want to add some stuff to the background. Just randomly put the script on here. And then I want this one. It looks like bubbles. To give it some texture. And I want this flying butterfly. I want the flying butterfly in some black and orange. This was London Fog. In this corner. And I want a butterfly in this corner. And then I want to take some of the orange. There we go. Alright, so it just kind of has a different background to it. And then I'm going to take some of my lipstick. This is one lipstick. And we're going to see how one lipstick looks. Because, I mean, it's just paper. I can paint all over with gesso and start over. It ain't no big deal. Here we go. I like it. I like it. I love it. And then I'll mute, hopefully. If I don't burn the house down dropping this hot glue gun. I done burnt myself one time, like. right. And that's nice. It kind of fades. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. Now, we're going to take Miss Darla and put her right here. And then we're going to take our dangly, because I want it on the page. Up here. I'll stick that up there so it'll hang over this way. And then our paper clip that we did. I threw it. And I'm going to take it. And I'll put it this way. And I'll take the paper clip and stick on here. And so it'll hold the star like that. And that's what it'll look like for my first page. Okay, thank you. We got one down, 29 more to go. Bye.